Hello, I'm going to be reading from Coleman Cuts the Mustard, and the subject here is coronavirus patients who've been betrayed. These are the words of Dr. Vernon Coleman, and he says, "I have absolutely no doubt that all around the world people have been betrayed by their politicians. Whether you think they have done it deliberately or through incompetence, there can be no doubt that they have turned a health threat that has so far killed far fewer people than a bad flu into the biggest health, economic and social crisis that the modern world has ever seen. But that is no great surprise. We expect politicians to let us down. They are selfish, and they always betray the electors. It is the only thing they are any good at. No group of people in the world are quite as corrupt, as mendacious as politicians. I am, however, surprised and massively saddened by the way we have been betrayed by people we might have expected to protect us. The leaders of these three professions, the medical profession, the nursing profession, and the dental profession. And it is the leaders I blame, the medical establishment leaders. These professions seem to have abandoned anyone not suffering from coronavirus. Around the world, there is no consistency. In some areas, hospitals are shut entirely. In other areas, hospitals are open and even functioning fairly normally. In some countries, patients who don't have the coronavirus or might not have the coronavirus are completely ignored and rejected as irrelevant and unsuitable for treatment. There is no science or logic behind the closures and the refusal of hospitals and medical centres to treat patients. Lockdowns and social distancing rules have been imposed without much sense. It is now fairly widely known that most of the people who have died from the virus or have been ill with it were obese or diabetic or both, and many had more than 3 chronic diseases. The UK's Prime Minister probably suffered badly from the coronavirus because of his weight. So why haven't governments selectively protected the individuals most likely to be at risk? As I said back in early March, it was nonsense to pick on perfectly fit over 70-year-olds to be the first to be put under house arrest. The current treatment of patients with cancer, heart disease, and other dangerous but treatable diseases is a grotesque scandal which has taken healthcare back to the Middle Ages. Patients, doctors, and nurses have all been betrayed by the profession's leaders and by their governments and governmental advisors. Mental health problems are growing too. In California, a hospital has reported that it has seen a year's worth of suicide attempts in just 4 weeks. It is the same with dentistry. In some countries, people with dental problems are being treated normally. I gather that in Ireland and Germany, for example, At least some dentists are providing treatment. In America, there seems to be some confusion about what is and is not allowed. In Britain, there is virtually no dental care available, even though most dentists say they are well equipped with the necessary masks and gloves. Many dentists, particularly those in private practice, are desperate to get back to work. Dentists working for the government may still get paid, but private dentists are receiving nothing, and their insurance policies are probably not any good. Many dentists warn they will go bankrupt and are desperate to get back to seeing patients. Strangely, in the UK, it seems that no one within the dental profession itself has the authority to force dentists not to work. The General Dental Council says it cannot force dentists to close, and the Care Quality Commission also says it cannot force dentists to refuse to see patients. But dentists are closed because they're worried about the government's general lockdown and social distancing rules, and there will inevitably be legal worries too. There it is said, some sporadic emergency dental treatment available in some areas, but I have seen reports suggesting that the only service available is the removal of teeth, rather than attempts being made to keep teeth in place. All this could go on indefinitely. How the devil do you ever feel a bad tooth from 6 feet away? And although dentists and dental nurses can all wear masks, it is little difficult for a dental patient to keep a mask on while having treatment. Meanwhile, millions of patients are missing essential dental work. Many are in agony and are desperate for relief. Hundreds of cases of mouth cancer will be missed. Patients with gum disease who need regular work to keep their mouths healthy will lose teeth they didn't need to lose. All of this is a tragedy and a scandal unlike any other. The leaders of the medical profession and the dental profession are not doing anywhere near enough to end this appalling state of affairs. At least I don't feel quite so lonely these days. 500 brave doctors in the United States agree with me and have told Donald Trump to end the coronavirus shutdown for the reasons I have explained. I'm going to stop there because it's very long, and I'll break it down. Okay, God bless. I'll get on with the next bit in a minute.